G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my 50-cent collection book here, already partly filled with the commemorative coins that we've found so far. And really all we're looking for is 2 coins to fill this book in. We're looking for the Centenary Federation from the Australian Capital Territory, as well as the Federation of Centenary Federation of Tasmania. We have all the current commemorative coins up unto the International Year of Indigenous Languages. So let's put that aside and grab out our rolls. You can see that we've got plain paper armor guard rolls this week. Still trying to mix up the rolls to try and get to the Centenary of Federations. That is the standard coat of arms, and I'll be looking through just the reverses, just looking for the standard commemorative parts. This is our first commemorative. It's the 1998 Bass and Flinders. It's a very common commemorative coin, so it'll go up here on the top row, make one row with common commemoratives, and if we find anything of note, we'll put it down the bottom. There is another commemorative. It's common 2005 primary school student design for a 50-cent piece for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. And as we go through, at the end I'll be looking through all of the coat of arms, looking for years of low mintage as well as years not intended for circulation, and those years being 1986, 87, 1989, 1990, 1992, 2005, and as well I'll be looking out for the low minted years being 1985 and 93, as well as 2019 and 20 with the Jody Clark effigy. So here we have a 2005 again, but this is the Remembrance coin, the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. And so I hope everyone as well. There's another Bass and Flinders. And 2010, we look on the 2010 coat of arms for a rotation error. We don't see one of those, so it goes along. It's one of the other ones that I'll be looking for. Here's a 2010 Celebrate What's Great Australia Day. It's a little bit dirty there on the side, but it is a common commemorative, so I'll go down on the top row. And there we have a Centenary of Federation, quite in ordinary nick, and this is New South Wales. It's quite toned, it's not very dinged up, but it does look quite ordinary, but Centenary Federation nonetheless, New South Wales. So we'll put that down the bottom, and that'll be a keeper. And I'll go along with my other Centenary of Federations. There's a 2019 Jody Clark. Lower minted, let me confirm on that one. There was a time when that was very low minted and we kept all of those, but we no longer look at those as low minted, although it is still 2 million. So I'll put it down as a keeper low minted Jody Clark, but not something that we keep on unless it's in really good nick, which that one is pretty good. Another Bass and Flinders. That's a 1979 coin, and sometimes we look at that for a double bar, which is a bit of an error behind the Emmy's head, but that seems to be fine, clear. And so that brings us on to the third roll. And once we finish this third roll, we'll speed the hunt up a bit. We'll have a few common commemoratives down on the table, and we will only slow down when there's something new for the day. Here is the Commonwealth Games Brisbane from 1982. Very common coin. We see piles of those some weeks. There we go. Another Brisbane. And so we have a Centenary of Federation, but this is the coat of arms from 1912. It's the most highest minted of that series, so that is classed as a common commemorative. It goes up the top. It's the other states and territories that we look out for, which are low minted. There's another 2010. We'll check that for rotation. And there's a couple of other coins that we look for. There's a 1970 Captain Cook, the very first commemorative coin, a 50-cent piece after decimalisation in 1966. And so that'll go down, and we'll keep that as a placeholder at the end of the row. And we have another Brisbane. So now we'll just speed things up in the hunt. I'll stop if there's something of any note. Some of the other coins that I'll look through: 2014 for a crop circle, sometimes the 2007 for doubling, 2012 for a bubble. But if I find something, I'll slow down. But otherwise, we'll just crack on. Didn't take very long. There's a 1995, the 50th anniversary, the end of the Second World War, the Weary Dunlop coin, 1995. And there we have a commemorative coin. This is the changeover coin from 2016. It's 50 years of decimal currency. The commemorative side there is on the obverse because the reverse has the normal coat of arms. But it is highly minted, so it is a common commemorative. And there we have the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer, the marriage coin from 1981. And then in 2000 we have the Millennium Year coin. In this particular coin we look out for an incused variety, the flag on the top left there of the Australian flag, the Union flag. In the incused variety, the centre cross is incused into the coin and not just engraved with an outline. So that's the standard one, but we look for the incused variety as well. And there, for the first time today, we see the 2004 primary student competition winner for a 50-cent piece design with the Animals of Australia. And from 1994, we have the International Year of Family. That's quite dirty. On that particular coin, we look for a wide date variety there on the 9 and 4 in the 1994. That one looks fine to me though. And there, for the first time today, we have the 2003, the 2003 Australia's Volunteers. Another quite common commemorative. And there we go. We have an Australian Capital Territory Centenary of Federation. So one for the book, and it's not in bad order. I've seen much worse. Obviously, one on the table's much worse, but that's quite good. So Australian Capital Territory, we have another slot in the book filled up, and we're getting there, getting very close to finding that elusive last coin for the book. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Tasmania. We have the Centenary Federation from Tasmania, the final one for the book. That's fantastic. 2 in the one hunt. 3 if you count the New South Wales, but that is not too bad. It's got a little bit of a discoloration there across. I think it's just dirt, but very, very nice. 2 Thylacines Tasmanian tigers on the side of the shield. It's a very, very nice pick up there for ending off the book. So it means that we will start a new book next week. If I can get one. I don't have a fresh, empty book at the moment. I'll need to get one from my dealer or from the internet, but most likely from my dealer to begin again. And this time I will go with not a Royal Australian Mint book. I'll go with just a coin holder. And there, for the first time today, we have the Silver Jubilee coin, 25th anniversary of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II in 1977. So that then brings us on to the last roll. Quite a exciting hunt for me, finding the final 2 coins required. Centenary Federation coins too at that. It's been quite good, and now borne out that switching up the rolls every now and again is quite advantageous. It's another Millennium coin, but not infused. Oh, dropsies today. And there we have the Remembrance coin, and it has a little bit of cud down here by the priest's robe. You'll see a little bit of extra metal there. That's because the die has chipped and metal has been allowed to accumulate in that area, and that is considered to be an error. But that particular coin, the 2005 Remembrance, has that happen very, very often. So I don't keep many of those. I have quite a collection, but it is an error with the die chip on it, and you can look out for that if you don't have it. But there we have the hunt for today. Thank you very much. What I will quickly do now is go through the coat of arms and see if there's anything of any note, and I'll be back in a second to go through what I found today. Well, we've got 2 coins of note amongst the coat of arms that I didn't see the obverses of. One is the changeover coin. We've got a couple of those amongst the hunt, so that'll go with those coins. Just a common commemorative though, so it'll go back to the bank. And we have an IRB effigy 2019 coat of arms. Now that is low minted at 1.1 million coins, so that'll go down with the keepers. That will go in the collection, but I'm going to pull this one out, the Jodie Clark 2019. The Royal Australian Mint website has 2 million, 2.0 million, but my numbers based on their annual reports, I've got 2.8. So that's going back in. I don't keep those ones anymore. And most likely what we have now is for keeping the New South Wales Centenary Federation. It's not in great nick. I'll have a look at that for a couple of days and I'll decide whether or not that goes back into the bank. But it is a low minted coin, but in that condition it's not really valuable as such. We have the Australian Capital Territory Centenary Federation, which is new for the book, and that's going to go into the book today. And then we have the Centenary Federation from Tasmania, which is also new for the book and is going to finish the book off. So what I might do is I might put those two keepers to the side, grab the book over the top of all of these coins and try not to spill them too much. But we'll take the book, go to the page with the Australian Capital Territory, and if I can do it without too much hassle, I'll click that in. Now, that's not moving anywhere, but it's not quite in the way I would like it. I'll fix that up later. And then we have the last of the book, the Centenary Federation for Tasmania, and that gives a satisfying click. And so now we have, apart from the standard design, we have all of the commemorative coins in rows here through the book. We've got nearly 4 pages full of coins there, all nicely clicked in to their little holders. So the book is complete. 50-cent coin collection folder completed, and all the rest of these commemoratives will go back into the bank. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what I do, please subscribe. Leave me a comment. Are you finding all of the Centenary Federations? I've filled up a few books in the last sort of 2.5-3 years, but we'll see how we go with the next book. Things are getting pretty hard. It's very tough out there to find the rarer or scarcer commemorative coins. So I'll be back for more noodling in a couple of days, so I'll see you then. Bye.